Greetings to you. Strange, so you carry a light that doesn't belong to the set. I fear, then, that you... Only a pure soul can bear the sin. I thought it would be enough to... Not just anyone's. I had no choice. I swore an oath of loyalty. A punishment for consorting with some... I don't know. Then I came here. For Sagra Moor, soon, and beside him stood the Queen. I swore to serve them until the end of time. Yet she desired a true king. Next, there was the descent into the depths. How twisted and corrupted must one's soul be? I was stupid. That. The fungus helps me keep my senses. I feel the footsteps of the souls wandering above. Yes. And in a way, I accept the workings of this wretched, and perhaps if we are all connected here... Apparently, everything that was meant to be born here was supposed, instead, became an endless wandering in the abyss. And here it is. May goodness...
You're not one of the... But in the grand... Name's Gatto. Once upon a time... Later, fate led me to... A king is a king. He bears the flaws in... But there's little to say about Sagramore. It's the Queen, his wife. Trust me, I've met King Sag... There's not much around here. The most important place... You might also run into... the Queen. Though he's a knight, he's a rat of the lowest order. If you want, go ahead. Waiting for a... You know where...
May good.
Ah, a new guest in our court. Welcome. Are you here to seek an audience with the King and Queen? Many are eager to... I'm sure their highnesses will be pleased. Oh, no need to trouble yourself. Though, if I had performed my duties better... Oh, I'm sure they will. But you might have to wait. And, before you ask, no, there's no... Unless you're aiming to become the court jester, there's not... Though... Now that I think about it, perhaps... I'm glad you asked, my lady. Yes, exactly. That's just how it is for me. And with magic, when a spell says, if I died forever, I wouldn't be able to guard the keys anymore. That's...
Who goes there? Are you here? I lost them all before they even got here. The Queen. She wants nothing to do with me. I've fallen so far from her good graces. Maybe when she sees them... My little flower... They died. Poor little things. They deserved so much. Really? You'd do that? I need them close. If I could keep that one promise I made to my... Let me think. I know. The Crown Prince loved to stand on the balcony, gazing down at the gardens. Little Noah, covered in blood. His mother would... Oh, and Hugo. Such a sweet child.
He's gone. Young Prince Renard, the midwife who will wring my neck with a bare hand, and the Queen. Oh, yes, of course. Straight into the vault. And then he was gone. Oh, surely you don't... Oh, no, wait. Better they don't look upon... But I wish you luck. Remember, everything...
Did the midwife send you? Or was it that coward who's supposed to be? The firstborn of the king and queen. A proper little princeling. Which is why I'm full of whims. Why I think only I won't bother listing every one of... Don't take it personally. You're not that special. I just wanted you to leave me alone. But as always, any form of service, flawed and feeble. They lack competence. Next time, Mother won't be pleased with how miserably the court servants perform their duty. Well then, we can skip pedagogical lectures, and later I'll try... Spare yourself the trouble. You don't... The Queen's little lapdog.
Here.
Boss. No, not boss. Boss in the letters. I write only letters. Sister has a tablet. Once she had it. In Sagremore's arms. Once. Me in Boar's arms. These, all of the letters to my...
did you kill me? Mum, she used to call once. During a bath, I cried that the water was too... Mama is the most important one. She controls everything. Father is the... Then I was here.
Once again, I'm...
They are here, but maybe no. My sister's reign must end. She thought she could forge fate with power, but she was... Yet we are the ones who... They look...
Once upon a time, there lived a young maiden named Claire. She had 2 sisters, and together they resided in a resplendent castle within a land untouched by the cruelty of time. In this unchanging realm, there was neither the sorrow of endings nor the joy of beginnings. No sunrises, no sunsets, and no seasons to mark the days. Such was the design of the eldest sister, whose insatiable hunger for control bound the kingdom in a stillness. She hoarded love and devotion as a dragon hoards treasure. Yet for all her power, her heart remained empty, cursed to feel nothing for eternity. Claire, the youngest and gentlest of the sisters, moved quietly through the cold, unchanging halls. Her beauty was, too, untouched by age or hardship. Yet unlike her sisters, Claire possessed a secret, a flicker of defiance against the curse that gripped their land. Her heart remained free, protected by a force beyond even her eldest sister's reach. True love. This love bound her to a noble young man named Bord. Long ago, there lived a maiden named Claire, fair of face and gentle of heart, cursed by her cruel sister to remain imprisoned in a high tower. forbidden to step beyond its walls or look out of the window. She spent her days weaving a tapestry of the outside world, a world she could glimpse only through the reflection in an enchanted mirror. Yet Claire dared not lift her eyes from the loom, for the curse was absolute. If she ever stopped her weaving to gaze out the window herself, the fragile thread of her life would snap. One day, the mirror revealed a grand procession on the road below. Among them rode a knight. It was the height of summer when young Bors first laid eyes on the maiden of his heart. Working in the fields, his skin bronzed by the sun, he paused as the sound of hooves drew near. A lone maiden approached, her hair shimmering like spun gold, her cheeks rosy and her waist snugly drawn into a spring green corset. While the other peasants bowed their heads, Bors stared unabashedly. Sensing his gaze, the maiden turned sharply, startling her steed. The horse reared and she tumbled from the saddle, straight into Bors's waiting arms. Their eyes met, and in that instant, the maiden felt herself lost. A warmth bloomed upon her cheeks, but a deep foreboding stirred in her stomach, for she knew there would never be another man who could claim her heart so completely. From that day forward, she rode past the fields daily, offering Bors water and sharing quiet moments beneath the shade of a willow tree. Days stretched into nights, and the two surrendered to love. But one day, as the maiden passed the field, her beloved Bors was nowhere to be found. She waited beneath the willow until darkness fell and reluctantly returned to the castle. The next day, and the one after that, she returned. But Bors never did. So in the days of King Sagramor, there lived Bors, a wandering minstrel whose songs were famed for their beauty and sorrow. Among his melodies was one that bore the weight of his heart, the ballad of a lady named Claire. Claire, a noblewoman of unmatched grace, had been betrayed by her jealous sister, who sold her to a rival lord for power. Locked in a distant tower, her pleas for rescue went unheard. But Bors, who had once sung for her in her father's court and fallen deeply in love, learned of her plight and vowed to save her. He journeyed to the castle where she was held and sang beneath its shrouded walls each night, hoping she might hear him. At last, I was writing something. Here, you... Strange. Yes, Bors. Really, I longed for my own... My sister. She's the caregiver. She wanted Sagramor. She wanted the crown. She does. She holds... She has no desire for love. She wants to... It's at the very top. Above all. Enough.
Hello again, my lady. Are you ready for your order? Nobody knows. The king and queen haven't granted an only but if I were you, I'd be sure to mind. Ah, not many people know. Not all druids allow women to engage in their noble profession. Our king took their words to heart. The other sisters helped the queen maintain the kingdom in its... Yeah, I know my place. Hello again. Are you... As you wish. It will open the doors. Please. Don't forget us.
Change. You have been noted. I was chosen to extend you an invite, but first, you must the mycelium. Do you agree? My role in all of this is insignificant. I am not you alone. Split. Your arrival brings me joy. It means this place... The true natural order. Balance. Regardless of the decision you make, Your arrival has sparked real change in this place, but I want you to understand what you will bring. The curse of this place will be lifted. However, with it there is, however. You will go to my home. When the time is right, you will place me within the body of the unfulfilled King Sagram. I will take control of this place. The king and queen are inextricably linked to the origin, the present, and the potential. My growth will be slow, but eventually I will encompass everything. I cannot force this decision upon you. I am not, but after you complete your task, this place will... So then, what is your choice? There will be no other Wonderful. When the moment comes, plant us within the king's breast. Thank you.
treated your queen so cruelly? Why did you refuse to simply bow? You could have served me for eternity. Wouldn't that have been beautiful?
Gone, is she? Oh, how I wish we'd had one more day. A proper once. I dreaded it. And now, all that's left is tomorrow, and all our yesterdays have lighted fools, the way to dusty death. Fear not, till mushrooms take the place of your heart, and now mushrooms grow in my chest. The king is dead. Now it all ends. The lofty dream, what we leave behind is a monument to our... There will be no legends told of this place, for it is a tale full of sound and fury. And this, the reason for your visit to this, you may leave now. Your audience...
You have saved the king's body. You have saved this kingdom from oblivion. It is you. Know that the faith there is no longer a sinner for whom he must kneel. He has thank you. You have broken, and at the same time, you have at lost. It will become a hope. Our growth will be slow at first, but in the end, we will claim the end in peace and silence. We will unite what has been divided. You are already speaking with. He is now part of something greater. Though you have kept yourself for yourself, you are still a part of it. Farewell.